Is P stored in the balls? Where else could it be stored at? Wouldn't you like to know? I'm asking here. This actually might be good enough. I guess this is partially my fault. No, this is actually, I'm putting this squarely on chat, this one. I did not bring this topic up. But streamer does not take responsibility. Oh, man. Thought I had pigment on me, but I don't, apparently. It ain't me. All right, this ain't it. It ain't me. Dude, I served as an inspiration for this topic. No. Say it ain't so. Yeah, it's. I love chatting. I love talking. But so the thing about my stream is that I disguise my stream as a high gameplay skill Terraria stream, and then the reality is I'm just chatting streamer. That's all. I just use this as a backdrop, and I accept that. Whoa! I accept that. That scared me. Wow, this looked way bigger. It looked way bigger in the picture. So I found out recently that the original Doom takes place in the year 2022. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got another 2 years ahead of us before the world ends. Doom will save us, but he doesn't save people. He just likes killing. It's not like Doom's like, I want to save these civilians. He's like, I want to kill some stuff. Doom takes place on Mars? Oh, does it? I had none of that. I don't think I ever played the original Doom. It always starts on Mars. Okay. I know Red Faction's on Mars. You know, the original Red Faction I hated as a kid. It was so annoying. But then they made new Red Factions, and they were actually really good. Like the third-person one. Yeah, it had the original destructible environment, but it also didn't. Like, so it did, and yeah, it's like, the Red Faction was based on the gimmick of it being destructible environment. And the very first thing I did in that game was take a rocket and try to shoot through as much dirt as I could, and you can only get so far. And then the new Red Factions, like, you can actually destroy that building and stuff, and like all that. So I think the new Red Factions really did well, which is somewhat GTA. Yes, Red Faction really, yeah, it's something like Just Cause 2. Those are good. Yeah, driving the game was pretty cool. Just doing some fishing here for some cave fish for endurance potions, and some crates, hopefully. Probably should have got some crate potions. Where'd you get the cute shark? Oh, God, where do we get this? A water chest? House? Almost positive it's water chest. Honey badgers are vicious, mean, and aggressive, and that's like your opposite. They're tenacious. They will fight animals that are larger than them. They don't give a hoot. Right, they are vicious, and that's why I like them. They're tenacious. They protect their families. Badger, mushroom. Also, the stinkfish and specular fish will be useful as well. A snake. Badger, mushroom. You can't tell me how to live. Why stinkfish? The stinkfish can be turned into food, noms. Yeah, they finally have it loose. Well, they were useless before, yeah, because they were just like the stink potion, how you just throw them and make a stink cloud. Dude, yeah, there's a lot of speed rays over here. They're pretty spoopy. You can just give me different system to system. Yeah, that's really weird. There was a honey badger emoji added, though. How's your weekend? Pretty okay. It's weird for me, Rocks, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is my weekend, rather than the normal weekend of other human beings. Because I try to work on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's my work week. That doesn't make any sense. That's my work week. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is my my quote unquote weekend, and I had a pretty good quote unquote weekend. Days have no meaning, yeah, because I live on the internet. Do you like using your flesh catcher, Jimbei? Will you touch my flesh catcher for me? What is it? Why would I be catching flesh though? Your flesh rod? God dang. We were pretty close to the weekend. Yeah, we have what's today? Saturday. I've got today and tomorrow to do stuff. I'm having trouble feeling passion for gaming right now, I think. But I'm really enjoying streaming. So I feel like I'm just like a just chatting streamer. But I also don't have direction either. And not having direction on my stream makes me feel like I'm not doing anything. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know. Serious double meaning. Flesh rod. My flesh rod is so powerful. My flesh rod power is overwhelming. There are chill. Look, there's a lot of. Did you know that there's a bait in the game, Noxy, called Master Bait? It's literally called. I'm not even joking. It's called Master Tier Bait. Master Bait. Horny tail. They would call it the flesh rod. Honestly, Terraria devs love that. Morningwood. Yep, Morningwood is a good example. You guys probably have more. During blood moons, female characters are ornery. There's like the golden shower. Yep. P-book is what I often call it, which is better than the golden shower is a bad one. That's a messed up one, dog. So there's plenty of references. Man, plus 18% size. Oh yeah, that's what I want. I think Golden Shower might be the biggest offender of dirty humor, I would say, which I really don't think is an issue. Honestly, it's fine. If you want it to be real, then femme characters would be upset the day before a blood moon. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, it's like, why am I so angry today? Oh wait, yeah, I only checked the day here and the time of month. Tomorrow is gonna be I really think Kenshi works a lot better in a after action format. But Kenshi videos are really popular on YouTube. If I made something like One Punch Man defeats everybody, or 100 starting with 100 hive characters and surviving. There's some clickbait stuff like that. I'm so bad at clickbait on YouTube. Or I'm not using the term clickbait there correctly. I apologize. I'm so bad at making interesting thumbnails and titles for videos. I'm a bad content creator. God. You're supposed to over maximizing every single hour of... Yes, me too, Buckle. That's what I did as a kid. When I was like 13 years old, I was planning the first 30 days to make the most out of the time and get my horse in Harvest Moon Back to Nature, and try to get a one of the big things I try to do in Harvest Moon Back to Nature is get a cow to the proper age in order to have a cow go into the cow competition, so that the cow could then have golden milk, which would give me a big payout. As a young man, I was like, gotta get that cow breeding in, gotta get my chicken in there and have the wrestling, and then get all the power buddies. And it started to feel like it was a job rather than being a game. And that's an example of gamers taking a system and pressing it so much that it becomes unfun for them. And that's exactly what happens with me for Stardew Valley. Like I'm making it. It's like Factorio, in a sense, where every single day, like, okay, what I started doing with Stardew Valley, there was a bug in the game where if you were about to fall asleep, you can hit pause, or you can open the tutorial menu and then close that, and you wouldn't fall asleep. So I would just do that forever until the last possible second, and then I would sleep. Like that's the extent I was going to get as much time out as I could. It's ridiculous. So I murdered my own enjoyment in Stardew Valley because of that. But Stardew Valley is a really fun game. I think they've taken that bug out now, I want to say, which is partially the same and also part. In fact, it definitely can be chill. I think any game can really be chill as long as you're not beating yourself up over it. I think what happens with me in a lot of games is I end up taking the fun out for me. So like Sid Meier's Pirates, for example, I'm like, oh, I gotta win every single sword fight. Gotta win every single, or do well every single dance. I gotta take over the map for my crew, or not really, because it's kind of a bad thing to do, to take over a map. Like you play it, you ally up with England and kill Spain, but you don't really necessarily want to destroy Spain entirely, because then you have to kill somebody else. You would like a Persona or not because you would hate some parts of it but really like others. Hey, low on the life. I have it. I think I bought it. The Persona 4. I have it, I think, or I have it on my wish list. Maybe, I don't know. 10 gold. Are you kidding? Fiber cordage. 10 more gold. And some dangerous potions. Yikes. Yikes. That's an oof. Oh, these are worth money. I wanted an aglet, by the way. How do I make I need iron. Clicking pot. Ooh. Chat, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope life's treating you right. You deserve it. You deserve to have some reprieve. Something I want to mention is that I've been trying to tell myself this recently. It's okay to be happy. Don't feel bad about being happy. I think that's something that we fall into a lot. Oh, did I make my cave fish into a freaking... I'm an idiot. That was not worth. Should not have done that. Okay, 10 of them. Dang, all right, that didn't work out. It is a bit hard to be happy. But let yourself, if you can be happy. Because I know a lot of people are struggling with the concept of not even wanting to let themselves be happy right now. There's this weird feeling that I get when... it's anxiety. It's like right here. It's like, ugh, it strangles me. I think that people who go through really hard times, or who have people going through hard times, can feel bad about being happy. Like something really bad happened and they suddenly feel like laughing, or they're laughing, and they think to themselves, man, I really shouldn't be laughing because so-and-so just died. My dad just died. My dog just died. My girlfriend is working in the hospital and she just had 2 patients die. I shouldn't be happy. I am not allowed to laugh. And that can creep in suddenly from nowhere. And that is a really painful and toxic mindset, I think. Oh, no, 100% it is a painful and toxic mindset. And to move on from And it is guilt a lot of the time. And to move on from that feeling of guilt, to move on from the feeling of not allowing yourself to be happy, I think is crucial. Yeah, even, yes, especially with the amount of shit. Yes, on the internet. Feel bad about being happy. It didn't even necessarily happen to you, but people, like when people in Italy, I was hearing about Italy being really, really sick. I had this feeling of just like, this isn't happening to me, but I feel awful and I should feel worse. That's like the feeling that I had. That's what my mind was telling me, that these people are over on the other side of the planet were suffering, and I was required to suffer along with them. And that feeling, that empathy is good, but also is very detrimental to my mental and physical health. Good people will validate your feelings and help you escape that mentality. I think my only commentary on that, I think you're absolutely right. Good people will help you escape that feeling. You need to be the good person in your life that helps you escape that feeling. You need to take care of yourself. You need to... is slime raining or is it just a spawn? You need to be able to pull yourself out of the depths of despair. And it's good to rely on other people. It's good to have support structure. But you need to be your biggest support structure as well at the same time, which is really, really, really hard to do. I guess I need to work on Queen Bee Arena now. I accidentally... Oh, man, I made seafood dinner out of all my stupid endurance fish, which I really wanted them. They make endurance potions, or they're cave fish. Let's see if I can get some more bait. Oh, God, okay. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine. Finish your plate. There are children in Africa that don't have anything for that food. Yes. Man, I hate that mentality. That is awful. That is the worst mentality. The reason I equate for that, I think there's two different types of people in the world. There's a type of person who will ask you, did you have enough to eat? And there's a type of person who will ask you, was the food good? And I think those are very distinct, different types of people. I think just from that interaction, you can come to these conclusions. A person who will ask you, did you have enough to eat, may have previously in their life not had enough food on the table to eat. They are more worried about you being full and having had food than if the food was quality or not. Someone who asks you, was the food enjoyable? Did you enjoy the food? Is not been concerned about how much you have to eat, because there's always been plenty. It's more about, was the food delicious or not? And I think that type of thing. So there's, telling you, oh no, feels bad. Saying to you, there's people starving in Africa and you're not eating your food, might be indicative of them in some position having had trouble having food. Another life stuff is bad. I mean, that's speculatory. I wouldn't take it too seriously. I just think it's an interesting thing. That obesity is very often caused and perpetuated by family members. I think that it's a bit of a hard show to watch, and I had previously stated many times that I find it trash TV, but I actually think it's very worth your time to watch 600 Pound Life. Mostly for Dr. Now's, I think it's Dr. Now, right? Dr. Now's input and advice and the way he handles things, and also seeing how the different correlations in the patients who are suffering from obesity, extreme obesity in these cases. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? I gave him iframes, my bad. Because it reveals a lot about what's going on. It's sort of like a political affiliation in that you very often contract almost these eating habits and these life habits that lead to the situation of becoming morbidly obese, and which is just insanely unhealthy. It's crazy. You do it to yourself, is not something that I really want to say, because very often the obesity is caused by pre-existing mental health issues that are not dealt with. It's food addiction is drug addiction. When it becomes something that's debilitating in your life, you are addicted. You have an addiction issue. Hey, you don't gotta call me out like that. Come on, internet guy with hats. What? There's shots fired here. Come on, what a nice guy. I've never, in many years, I have not watched mainstream news, so like news organizations. I read articles and stuff from them, but I've never watched. And recently, I've watched some. They all have really nice teeth. I think is my only commentary on them. That's the main takeaway that I had. Yeah, like a TV? What that? I do have a TV though. Sometimes I watch Netflix on it. But it's, TVs now are just big monitors. No, it was a bait. Man. Oh man, come on. Stop killing stuff, Piranhas. I really started engaging in big media when I started looking at YouTube. That's when I started getting all my news kind of deal. And I didn't just do news for a long time. It didn't matter to me. And I kind of still doesn't matter to me, per se. I feel some responsibility to keep up on some things, but I could really put it down. I mean, it certainly affects everyone's life. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had a paper delivered. The only thing I've ever had was Game Informer delivered. Does that count? I don't think it does. They had some stuff in there. God, I missed the days of getting a Game Informer mag. Was it Game Informer? You know, actually, I'm thinking. I think I had like multiple subscriptions to magazines. I don't think I ever paid for them. No, they just showed up, and I was like, yeah, okay. Are we playing No Eat? Okay, nice. They updated it so much. There's a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, I did visit Hell Before Jungle. Well, no, I was in the jungle a little bit. They updated a ton of stuff. They added new difficulties. They added all kinds of new items. I need to go back and play it because people really seem to enjoy it. It's an action platformer and it's a roguelike. It's really cool. I would suggest you guys check out No Eat if you haven't done. Is finished. Okay, yeah, it means which. Right. I think I say it correctly because I have gotten into a lot of arguments about how to say Noita. It's stable now. Hey, nice. You tried to crash it and didn't. Oh, cool. So I was kind of holding off until it got to a good point again because it had been going through lots of different changes. Now might be the time. There's Twitch in there. Oh, yeah, I heard about that herb. Oh, my gosh. We love the herb. Yeah, the herb. I heard about the Twitch integration. It sounds insane. Who would you consult for insight and advice opinions? I think that you got to pick your own name, bruh. There's a lot to that. Like, picking a name is a big deal. Like, you need to pick a name. You need to consider a couple things, like a lot of things. Oh my God, so many different things. Like if you're just going to be a viewer, one of the things I would consider is, can streamers say my name easily? Do they feel comfortable saying my name? Is my name appropriate? And so there's plenty to think about there. And then if you're going to be a streamer, you need to think about all those things. But then you also need to think about, is my name easily searchable? Is it unique? And this is something that I learned later. Is my name something that I can say to a person in person and have them understand it? So mine's twitch.tv/Badger. Just Badger is what I hear all the time. We're rating names. We always be waiting names per zombie. It's something that's a bit hard because I'm seeing them and the real experience you need. And this is how I started to experience it. Meeting someone in person for the first time and then being like, hey, what was your username? What's your username? And me being like TVG Badger. And they would type in all kinds of stuff. They type in like TUB. And like it's a loud party and they're mishearing me and stuff like that. It was such a struggle to even do TVG Badger, or even the video game Badger was a little bit better than TVG, I think, but it was so long. Okay, we did some fishing. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, man, I kind of wanted to kill Queen Bee, but I'm gonna hang out for the rest of the day. I got some background work to do.